Okay, BB40 back with another Tower of Zombies TOZ video. And this one's going to be a little more of a technical video, but I found is what keeps me coming back to certain games are the challenges. And I found a challenge in this game a few days ago that I did not realize was there. I mean, I've only been playing this game for like 9 days. Today, being Monday, the 9th of March, I've only been playing this game for 9 days. But what I found, for me, the ultimate challenge in this game right now is to try to get all of the Rainbow Burst skins for the guns. There's a process you have to go through in order to do that. And it involves a combination of kills, the currency of this game, which is Zombucks, and boss damage. And I'm going to show you how that works out here. So these are the skins under the camos. For primary weapons, the first thing you want to do is try to get 500 kills. Don't even try to kill any bosses until you get 500 kills. Unless a certain boss is in the way or something and you want to get... There's one specific boss that you really want to try to get isolated in the boss rounds. And that's the Necro Boss, and I'll show you that later. So the POW skin there that I was looking at, for primary weapons, you need 500 kills to get to the POW skin. And once you do that, it unlocks the boss damage. So if you kill any bosses before you get 500 kills with that primary gun, the boss damage is wasted. It's not going to record it. Not till you get that POW skin first. So just remember that. Now, there's several skins to work your way up to the gold skin. And the gold skin is what you need to achieve for each gun. And the way this is set up, you can see here, I'm just about ready to get the gold skin for this gun. I need to come up with 400,000 damage to bosses and 2,000 kills. So for primaries, the numbers you're working toward is 500 to unlock boss kills, and then 2,000 to get the gold skin. And after that, to the right, you'll have the diamond skin. And the only way to get the diamond skin is to get the gold skin for every single gun in the class. Like for secondaries here, the kills and the boss damage is half of what the primary is. You only need 200,000 damage for secondaries, where you need 400,000 for primaries. And the kills are also half. You only need 1,000 kills for secondaries, where you need 2,000 for primaries. For melee, it's even cut in half again. You only need 125 kills to get to the POW skin and unlock boss damage. And then you only need 100,000 damage to get the gold skin for a melee weapon. And the same thing applies as primary. You have to get the gold skin for every single melee weapon, in that class before you can unlock that diamond skin. The same with secondaries. You got to get the gold skin for every single secondary weapon to unlock the diamond skin. Now the Rainbow Burst, which is the very last skin, is just to the right of the diamond. To get that Rainbow Burst skin, you have to unlock every single diamond skin in all three classes of guns, all three classes of weapons. There's 58 total weapons, and you got to get the diamond skin for every single one of those weapons, which also requires you getting the gold skin for every single one of those weapons. So this is it sounds like a pretty massive challenge. Like it might take you forever, which I originally thought it would. But I'm finding that I'm able to play about 4 or 5 games, and I can get the gold skin for my primary, secondary, and melee within 5 games. And I'm going to show you how to do that when we get into the actual gameplay here. So this is the other part, the attachments or upgrades. Now my primary number one objective is to get the silencer, which is the muzzle upgrade, because it increases damage and fire rate, which helps you kill the zombies quicker, especially the bosses. But the silencer for a primary weapon is you have to have 2,000 kills to unlock it. So all these, all the weapons, primaries and secondaries, you got to get a certain amount of kills to unlock these different attachments. And then once you unlock it, you have to go back and buy it with Zombucks. And Zombucks is kind of hard to come by in this game. They don't give you a whole lot. You can get it from the wheel spins. You can get it from the daily bonus that you come in and grab every day, which I'll show a little bit. Or you can get it every time you go up the obby, every time you reach a green square, you get some Zombucks. And every wave that you survive, you get some Zombucks. But it's very minimal. It's only like 75 Zombucks per wave. And I forget, I didn't look to see how much Zombucks you get with each green square, but I think it's the same, about 75 Zombucks. And you can see that here. Once you get the kills, you then have to pay the Zombucks to get the attachment that you want. So these are the things that you can work toward or keep in the back of your mind as you're killing zombies and killing bosses. Is, do you want to get enough kills to get this particular attachment? And do you want to get enough kills and boss damage to get the top skins for each gun? So I'm going to show you in this video some techniques for optimizing kills, how to get the most kills. There's one particular zombie in the game, boss zombie. I call him the Necro Boss. He's the blue wizard-looking zombie that has blue staff that he shoots this plasma blue bomb at you. And you just have to survive the bosses, you just have to keep running around them in a circle. Just keep moving. Don't ever stop still. If you stand still in one place, all the zombies will be hitting you with their guns and their weapons. You always got to keep moving. Always got to be moving with the bosses. So, but this particular Necro Boss, he spawns normal zombies. He spawns a ring of 12 zombies every 15 seconds. So you can take advantage of that. Instead of killing the boss, just let them keep spawning zombies, and you just keep killing the zombies and killing the zombies until you get the number of zombies that you want for that particular weapon. Now just remember, the POW, the first challenge is to get up to the POW skin. For primary, it takes 500 kills. Secondary takes 250. Melee takes 125. The second part of the skin challenge is boss damage. For the primaries, you need 400,000 boss damage plus 2,000 kills. Secondaries, it's 200,000 boss damage with 1,000 kills. And for melees, it's only 100,000 damage to bosses and just 500 kills. So those are the numbers that you want to keep in mind as you're using your weapons to try to level them up. Now I came into here in this extreme mode because I figured there'd be less people in here and I could make a little video without too much background noise. But I was looking at this guy here, which is just kind of remarkable. He has 142 extreme mode kills. I've only gone into extreme mode maybe half a dozen times and killed the first boss twice, so I only got 2 kills. I'm not going in there much right now because I want to figure out which guns are the best. I want to level them all up first and pick the best guns. So here's, you do your daily chest. Just go in and get that, and you get 200 Zombucks. Okay, so, but that guy there, he had a gun on his back edge. It's not anywhere in the loadout. And I'm going to go through here and scan just to see, is it in there somewhere? What is this gun that he's got? You can't buy it. It's not one of these that you can buy. And I don't know how he got his hands on that gun. So I still got some things to learn about this game. I have no clue how he got that particular gun, or if it's just a decoration. It could be just a decoration that he put on his back. Probably all it is. And it's probably a regular gun hiding underneath it that you can't see. But I know when you get some of these weapons, like I've already got, I don't have the Storm Linker, but I got a couple of guns off the wheel. I got that Ice Blaster, and I forget the name of that other one right there. The one that's circling around to the right. If you look at the wheel on the right now, I've got that gun too, which I haven't really used very much in the game. The Ice Blaster is pretty strong, and I need to work on that eventually and get it upgraded, make it even stronger. So, I mean, you could buy the minigun or the ray gun, but I don't believe that they are the strongest guns in the game. And the Storm Linker there is pretty good, but I don't know if it's the best. So, but anyway, I'm going to take you in and show you what I do when I go into the game. And again, just take another look at that. I don't see a gun underneath it, but I got a feeling that's just a decoration that he bought in Roblox store or something. Because that gun is not in the game, that big blaster thing, whatever it is. I haven't found it yet in the game. So anyway, this is what you see at, when you finish a game and you come back in here. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you here the guns I'm working on. Now this is the PPSH at this particular time when I made this video. And this is some of the upgrades that I opted for. Always get the silencer. And I tend to, because I played Zombie Mayhem quite a bit, and they don't give you a whole lot of ammo in that game, I got in the habit of getting a drum bag. But this game gives you like twice the amount of ammo that you get in Zombie Mayhem. So yeah, it looks like I just earned the gold for my PPSH, and you can see 0 of 58. And you got to get. I've only got 6 primaries at this particular time out of 31. There's 31 primary guns that you have to unlock and get the gold skin for. So it's going to take a lot of work. I'm currently all the way up to the G36C right now. I've got all the other guns before that below. I started at the weakest guns. I'm just working my way up. So I figured I'd do that, and I can, if it's a really weak gun like the baseball weapon, like the baseball bat or the M1911, just your basic starter guns, then I just played normal mode to get the kills and boss damage because the guns are so weak. But any gun that you upgrade in this game becomes fairly strong. That will be able to take you through hard mode probably. But I wouldn't I wouldn't try any of these guns in extreme mode from what I've seen of extreme mode so far. But anyway, I'm just showing again, I'm looking at what I still have to get in order to unlock the gold skin. I'm close to this one. I've got 130 damage and I need 200,000 damage to get the gold skin. That's the secondary weapons. So he's already at silver, or not quite silver yet. I only have 121,000, not 130 yet. But I've got 1.8 thousand kills, so I got more than enough kills. And I'm going to show you in this video how to get those kills really quick. For all 3 weapons. I mean, in this game, they borrowed all 4 boss zombies from Zombie Mayhem, and they have added at least 5 more zombies, boss zombies. Yeah, I don't know the names of even the old ones from Zombie Mayhem. The only one I know is the Necro guy there. Um, I could look them up in the game. I could get the names, but I didn't bother doing that. But there's a red one who is the last boss that shows up in Zombie Mayhem. He's constantly shooting like from a ray gun or laser gun or something. He's constantly shooting at you and firing rockets at you. So he's a zombie that you cannot get in too close to, or he'll just take you down. He'll just damage you bad. There's a green one that also shoots a large plasma shot at you. And he also builds up this green force field around him, this toxic field around him. He's very difficult to, nearly impossible, I'd say, to try to kill with a melee weapon. And then there is another zombie, boss zombie that has these pink hands, and he's constantly shooting at you also. And he also spawns these little black crawler racer zombies that you need to shoot right away because they can outrun you. So when you see the little black racers on the ground coming at you, you got to kill them quick. Whenever you have the pink boss out. And the last one was the Necro. He's the fourth one from Zombie Mayhem. He's the first boss you get at Wave 10 in the game. And he's the most important boss in the game that I want to show you as we go through here. So I ended up opting for the double damage and the double Zombucks. To me, those are the two most important game passes if you ever want to get any game passes at all. Because both of those will help you buy guns and take down zombies quicker and kill the bosses quicker, and will get you through these challenges quicker. There's others there that can give you a little bit of help. I mean, these are not expensive. The double damage and the double Zombucks, I think, were $2.99 each. And I don't mind giving the developers a little bit of money here because I like the game. So I don't mind supporting them for that, and that's just my personal preference. You can actually purchase Zombucks in here. That's another option you have in the shop. If you just keep scrolling down, you'll see there's a skin pack you could purchase of animated skins, and then there's the Zombucks you can buy. So, but I'm trying to earn the Zombucks. Although it's kind of cheating, I guess, if you buy the double Zombucks Game Pass, but I need a little bit of help. I want to take like a year to get this done. I want to get it done as quick as possible. Try to complete this challenge. But here's where you can actually buy Zombucks. So you can actually, at the end of each run, if you complete a run and you kill the boss and you come back into the lobby, it even gives you the option of doubling the amount of Zombucks that you earned in that run. It'll be at the very bottom of the window that pops up at the end of the run. And I keep the music off, the game SFX and interface SFX. Those are the actual sound effects of the guns and the motions, swinging the melee and all that kind of stuff. Clickable interactions, you want those because those are like the opening the barricades and it'll pop up. But there's another one there that is to see. Everything has a price, basically. You can open up the barriers, I believe, with a certain amount of Robux. You can start the next boss round with like 7 Robux. There's different things like that, and you can turn those off so you don't have to look at them. All right, so this is a run where I skipped all the going up the obby. And I'm just showing what I like to do when I get to the top is to sit here at the top of the obby and shoot zombies up on the deck and also coming up the obby. It helps to move the waves quicker. So I recommend doing this when you get to the top. And the reason I'm doing this, I'm killing the zombies because I want to get enough money to where I can upgrade my weapons. I want to put them into Pack-a-Punch. So that's something you also need to do is pack-a-punch your guns. And you should pack-a-punch at least one gun before you wake up the zombie. Yeah, before you wake up the boss. I mean, I could right now, I could go pack-a-punch this gun and fight the boss. But let me talk about these other bosses. This is a new one here. I don't know what his name is. The black one with the shield. He is a boss that you can actually kill with a melee weapon. You will not take a whole lot of damage if you just keep kind of moving around him and hitting him with a melee weapon. It's like the Necro Boss. The Necro Boss is the blue boss with the blue staff that spawns the ring of zombies. He's the other one that you can actually kill with a melee weapon. And what I've been doing is if I get, say, a spawn, and we'll show you that here, when you get just the first 4 boss rounds will be just a single boss by itself. After the 4 rounds, you then have 2 rounds where you get 2 bosses at a time. Then after that, you'll get a round with 3 bosses. And if you're in hard mode, after that, you get a round with 4 bosses and then a round with 5 bosses out at the same time. Now, extreme mode, I've only made it to the 5 bosses. I don't know what comes after that. Maybe someone could tell me in the comments if it keeps going after 5 rounds or if it just ends at 5 rounds. I don't know because I haven't made it past the 5th round. I've been into the 5th round but haven't lived very long. Like I said, I've only tried it about a half a dozen times, and I've only tried it with weaker guns. I haven't tried it with the best guns in the game. So, but anyway. So what I'm doing here is another technique that can help you out, and I'll explain why. Is you want to keep these, you see these red zombies that are on fire? They're called burnt zombies. They look like lava zombies, just like walking lava zombies. They're called burnt zombies from Zombie Mayhem. They are the slowest zombie, which is important, and also the strongest zombie, which is also important. And another hidden gem with these guys is when you occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally when you kill one, it'll drop what is known as a fire bullet in this game. It's the same as the incendiary bullet in Zombie Mayhem. I don't know if it doubles the strength of your weapon or if it gives you a 50% boost in the damage. But it's a good idea if you can, when you get to the rounds of bosses where you know you're going to have 4 bosses or 5 bosses, is to start another, before you the bosses come out, you want to kill these. If you've been dragging these guys around, you want to kill one at a time until you get an incendiary bullet. When you kill it, if it drops an incendiary bullet or a fire bullet, you can use that to your advantage to take down the bosses in the higher rounds where you have 4 or 5 bosses. You can take them down a lot quicker if you got one of those incendiary bullets. And you only get that by killing one of these zombies. So you want to try to keep some alive and drag them around with you. So what you got to do here is what I do to keep them alive is I try to pin them behind the boss so I can wake the boss up. And the other reason to keep them alive, especially what I used to do when I was new at this game and didn't have strong guns and didn't know a lot about it, I keep them alive because they would prevent another zombie spawn. Okay? And you're not going to get any other zombies spawning if these guys are out there running around. So that makes it easier for you to just concentrate on the boss and not worry about killing all the other zombies that are spawning around you. So that's another reason I keep them alive. And the third reason I'm going to show you after this, when I kill this guy, is because they are the slowest zombie, it gives you enough time to go to the mystery box and then dump any guns that you don't want into the trash can. And you will not be hit by these guys because they're not fast enough to catch you while you're doing that. So here it pops up and it shows you I got the 130 damage for my secondary gun. So I'm going to hit the mystery box first time. And I got this TMP that I got before, and I'm just going to dump it because I don't want it. I'm going to see if I get something better. You got the Scythe. I don't have the Scythe upgraded or anything yet. I haven't used it at all yet, so I'm just going to dump it. I want something else. So you could keep doing this over and over. Just keep going around and around with these burnt zombies. And you don't have any other zombies in your way if you got the burnt zombies out here. So use these burnt zombies to your advantage. They can give you some really good advantages. They're slow, they're strong, so they can survive, because if you have stray bullets hitting them, it won't kill them. You have to hit them multiple times, like 10 or 12 times with your bullets to take them down. So you can keep them alive while you're fighting the boss without having to deal with a lot of other zombies. And they can survive, accidental hits. So this is the red one I was talking about. And you can see he's constantly shooting at you. Shooting these like laser shots, like a ray gun or laser gun, just constantly shooting at you, and also shooting rockets at you. And you can notice I'm just constantly circling, constantly going around in a circle. That gets you out of this range, out of the hit zone, because they zero in on where you were at the time that they were forming their rockets and whatnot. And as long as you keep moving, the rockets will be hitting a place where you were and not where you are. So you can avoid taking damage by just circling around these zombies when you're fighting them. Just constantly be moving. Always be moving in this game. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going until I get some good guns that I like. Or some good weapons that I could use in the higher rounds when I have more, multiple zombies. So I just happened to get the Makarov, which I've already upgraded to a gold skin, so I don't want that one. It's a starter pistol, a weak pistol. The Deagle is something I'm gonna, when I get there, like I said, I'm starting with the weakest guns, and I think the Deagle is the strongest gun in the game. I know it's the most expensive secondary gun in the game. It'll take the most Robux to buy it. This guy here, that's the, what is that? That MP9? I did use the MP9. It's a starter kind of gun. It's kind of okay when you get it upgraded. So, but anyway, this is the Necro Sumter. Necro Sumter. I don't know how you even pronounce that. This is a name that they invented in Zombie Mayhem. So, and you'll see what he does is he constantly spawns a ring of zombies right there. He just spawned a ring of 12 zombies. And he does that every 15 seconds. So you can use that to your advantage to get the kills that you want. Like right now, I just started with this P90 fresh. So I'm going to stay and I'm going to keep killing these zombies till I get 500 kills at least. I want 500 kills with this gun so I can get that POW skin. And I can unlock the zombie boss damage. And I can start collecting damage with this gun from killing the bosses. And you can do that anytime you get this Blue Necro Boss. You can take advantage of him. Just keep him alive and just let him keep spawning zombies. You just kill the zombies to rack up your kills and get your guns to the point where you can start getting the better skins and work your way up to the gold skin. And you can only get that gold skin through boss damage, by damaging the bosses. But you can't even get any of that until you get the POW skin. I know it's all kind of probably confusing and technical and all that kind of stuff, but this is just what you need to do if you want to meet these challenges. Like right there it says challenge complete. I got 500 kills. That's what I was looking for, the 500 kills, so I can unlock the POW skin. And I completed the first phase, the first portion of the skin challenge. Now I can start collecting boss damage for that primary weapon. But my secondary weapon, I'm also working on that. I got the green is the one skin that you get just before the chrome, and then the chrome is right before the gold. So I got two more skins, the chrome and the gold to get for this particular secondary gun. This is my Tech 9. So that's why instead of using my melee weapon, see this guy here is one of the bosses that you can actually use your melee weapon on, and he won't kill you. You can get in close and strike him with your melee weapon without taking damage. So that one, and also the one with the black boss with the shield. Those the only two bosses that I'm aware of right now. I haven't tried attacking any of the other new bosses, other than there's a boss that comes out who's like a lightning wizard. He's constantly shooting lightning at you. I've tried getting in close to him with the melee, and he about killed me really quick. So he's not one that you can attack with a melee weapon. That green one there that I'm killing right now is not one you can get very close to with a melee weapon. You will die pretty quick if you try to fight him with melee. So I've got two good bosses out for melees. The Necro Boss right there, and the shield. The black one with the shield. Those two bosses right there are ideal bosses to kill with a melee weapon. You can get in close to them and keep hitting them with your melee and take them down and get a lot of credit. A lot of boss damage towards your melee weapon. So here I'm using my melee to take this one down to get that damage toward my melee. And you can see my melee is, this is the bat, it's silver. So all I got left to do is to get the gold for the baseball bat here. And this is the weakest melee weapon. It took a long time, it took quite a while to get the gold skin for this guy. But you can see how you could just keep going around in a circle. You can do a little zombie roundup and hit the boss on the outer edge. Just keep beating on the boss and collecting all that boss damage. So just remember that. I usually try to split up the zombies. I may start off, if it's a round of 3 or 4 or 5 zombies in that round, I'll use my primary weapon to take 1 or 2 of them down, the worst ones, you know, the ones that are most dangerous. And then I'll pull out my secondary weapon to take another 1 or 2 down. If there's a Necro Boss, one of these guys, these blue guys here, or if there's the black guy with the shield, if either one of those are out with a bunch of other bosses, then I will save them for last, and I'll kill them with my melee weapon. So that's basically the strategy that I follow. I use that Necro guy to get my kills. Then I use the Necro guy to get my boss damage from melee weapons. And then I just come back here at the end of each round, after I killed all the bosses, you know, all the different boss rounds. I'll come back here and I'll check to see how well I did on boss damage and upgrade to the next skin in line that I might achieve. So I'm going to check my, so I do have the POW skin now, and now I can start working on boss damage. And I've already accumulated, was it only about 10,000 boss damage. And that's the first time I did a run with this P90. So checking the attachments. Some of the attachments are available now because I've got the kills. I took the time in that game with a couple of those Necro bosses to kill 2,000 zombies. And that's just a matter of spending the Zombucks to get these different upgrades that'll help me kill zombies in the next time I go in. Help me kill the zombies quicker. Now this one only offers a speed mag, as it does take a couple seconds to reload this particular gun, and you would only lose a couple. So there's the I do have enough. Does it say? No, I only got 541 kills, so I can't buy the silencer yet. But the next time I went in, I made sure I got all the 2,000 kills that I needed to buy it, because the silencer is important. It's important to get that as quick as possible. It adds that extra damage and fire rate, so you can take down the zombies and bosses much quicker. So I got the gold skin for my secondary gun, my Tech 9. Now I just got to pick another new secondary gun to work on. And just start fresh with another one. I don't quite have it yet. I got 84,000. I need 100,000. 89,000? I need like another 10,000 kills to get the gold skin for my baseball bat. Or boss damage, I should say. Not kills, but boss damage. So anyway, that's all the details I got on upgrades, attachments, upgrades, and this skin challenge. I don't know if maybe some of you weren't even aware of this skin challenge. But it's a big one. It's going to take a long time to get all of them done. But I'm working on it. Anyway, I appreciate you guys checking out this video, and I hope it wasn't too boring, but I hope you learned something for watching it. And catch me in the next one. Thanks.